Good morning everyone from Port Alsworth, Alaska. It has been a little while. I took about 2 weeks off of posting as I was recovering from surgery. Today Jared is out goose hunting. He should be back tomorrow, but I just wanted to vlog my day today because I'm feeling like I can do that today. Feeling much better. It is honestly very hard to talk about. Jared and I have been walking through infertility for the past year, and this surgery was to get more answers as to why we have not been able to get pregnant. My surgeon said even though it is minimally invasive, it is still a surgery, so to take the time and rest and don't overdo it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been home. I've been sitting in this chair in my living room and working. Jared has been taking such good care of me, making sure I have had everything that I need. Beasley wants me to pet her. We have a wonderful community here who has been delivering us meals, which has been a huge blessing because sure, I can walk around and move around, but moving around too much, especially towards the end of the day, I feel sore. Like my muscles are still quite sore. So that's just been the biggest blessing. And we feel a lot of support going through all of this. It's been very heavy and there's a lot of heartache and grief. We debated for a while whether or not we were going to share what has been going on in our lives, but there's nothing more powerful than our God and the power of prayer. And we know that we have a great support system praying for us online and also here from our friends and our family in our community here in Alaska. As someone who has always wanted to be a wife and a mom, this is my deepest fear, my worst nightmare, but God has still been really good in what has felt like the deepest, darkest valley. I know this is not the greatest way to start the video, but I just wanted you guys to know from the very beginning what has been going on. And if you're also someone who is struggling with infertility or unexplained infertility, know that you're not alone. I think that's what I needed, was to know that I wasn't alone and that there were other people also struggling who can't just pop out kids every year and who literally feel like they're walking through hell to even try and start their family. And if that is you too, know that I love you and that I pray for you and that I understand. It's not easy. I think that was the first time I was able to talk about this without crying, so did I tell you it's a very vulnerable thing to talk about? So we're gonna take it easy today. Probably won't do much. Bending over and picking things up have been a challenge, and like I really want to clean my house, but I don't want to overdo it. So there's the airplane. So we'll probably do some work, crochet a little bit, show you guys what I've been working on and a project I actually finished while I've been in recovery. So come spend the day with me. Before I get breakfast and sit and work from my chair, I do want to show you guys what I have been working on. First, I have done these granny squares. I actually started making these like a year ago to make a big enough blanket for my bed upstairs, but I know people aren't going to see it if it's on my bed and I want to use it as a throw blanket, so I'm going to do something for down here instead. So I have figured out how big I want this blanket. I have blocked all these flowers. I think I have close to 50. I think I need 112. If you have been watching for a while, you know I started this blanket at the beginning of the year. I don't know if you can even see the full length of it. So this is on the ground. This is how big it is now. It's touching the ground right now. I don't think you can see that. But this is a Christmas gift. My goal is to get it finished, well, of course before Christmas, but get that finished, make a border for it. It's gonna look really nice. You guys remember the halibut sweater that I knitted? Well, the creator of that pattern, one, she's from Alaska, so super cool, but two, she made a salmon sweater pattern, and I finished the color work during my recovery. So here's the color work section, and now I'm working on the body. These needles are, what are they? This is a 4.5 needle, so it is going quite fast with the body. I feel like because I'm working on another sweater, sorry, really bad cramp, Whew. Working on another sweater where it is a like 2, like half the size, and I feel like the body is taking forever, but I literally just did like this like all last night, so very excited. It looks a little small now, but I know this yarn will stretch and loosen up quite a bit. This is the same yarn that I did with my halibut sweater. I didn't do my measurements for that one, but I did for this one, so this is gonna look really cool. Also, the neck is gonna look a lot better than the halibut one. I already want to do like a redo on my halibut sweater. I'm also working on my temperature blanket. I know I'm like 2 weeks behind doing weekly videos just because went to town for surgery, recovering from surgery, and then now we're on like week 3. So I might just wait till the end of the month and show you guys what the blanket looks like. But super exciting because I think we exited the 20-degree range and we're constantly being in the 30s and 40s. Like, look at that. That is what my phone is saying, the temperatures. I've been seeing like some 50 degrees pop up at the bottom. That's a whole new color I have not added to the blanket yet, but it hasn't stayed. It has not stayed. So I'm really hoping we get some 50 degrees. I don't think that we'll see that till probably May though, but you never know. This is a project I actually finished while recovering. It is this oversized granny square sweater. I wanted something that was big, felt like I was wearing a blanket, and I did just that. I didn't follow any pattern. I literally just did it off of memory. I think that's all the projects for now. I'm gonna go make some breakfast so I can sit down and start work. It's not even 10 a.m. I've been sitting here working and we already have some bookings today, so I want to tell you guys what they are. It is for a party of one coming in June. On day 1, come in the morning and do a local hike day, so they'll explore the area. The second day, they are going to do a Katmai Coast tour. This one is where they get in a small specialized bush wheel airplane and they go to the Katmai Coast to see bears. June bear viewing is best on the coastline, not at Brooks Camp in the Katmai area because the bears follow the salmon. Salmon are not at Brooks until the salmon run comes through in like July. So best chance to see bears, Katmai Coast. So she's gonna do that. On the third day, they're gonna go visit Twin Lakes, go see Dick Prenike's cabin, see a little bit more of the park. And then on the 4th day, they're going to go back to Anchorage. So a really fun, adventure-filled trip. This second one, I actually got the email a couple of minutes ago that they are ready to book, but this is for September of this year. On day 1, they arrive from Anchorage here in the afternoon. On day 2, they're gonna go to Brooks Camp to go see bears. Day 3, they're going to do some exploring here locally, so hiking, going to the visitor center. Did I miss on my numbers? I can't remember, but day 4, they're gonna do the Fire and Ice tour, which is a floatplane tour over Lake Clark National Park. And then their very last day, their 5th day, they fly back to Anchorage. So this is for a party of 2 in September. May is the start of our busy season, and we are literally less than a week away from the season beginning. That's when May is when we do all our shopping for the resort. That's when we get things set up. That's when our staff come in. June 1st, which this year it's a Sunday, is when our first clients come in for the season. So it's very exciting. I'm very excited about this. Last year I did a mini short form vlogs counting down the days to lodge season starting. We're gonna be doing that again this year. I'm trying to see if I can also do that in long form because I think that part is very interesting, more behind the scenes, getting things set up, doing the shopping. You guys love the shopping videos, and it's a whole other story when you're doing it for a resort compared to when you're doing it for your own personal stuff. So I'm seeing if it's doable to do also long form daily vlogs getting ready for the launch season because that's very interesting stuff. All right, that's enough talking. Let's get back to work. I'm here with Mom. She's showing me, oh wow, all the plants and the garden. Wow, things have grown a lot. Look at these guys. So you guys transplanted these yesterday?
Mm-hmm. We have green cabbage and red cabbage that we transplanted, and broccoli and cauliflower. Next week we'll do tomatoes probably to see where they're at.
What ones are these?
Those are flowers.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, they're kind of like a petunia.
We're walking to the actual garden right now. When are we gonna start putting stuff in the greenhouses?
Usually it's not until mid-May, but this year it's been so warm, so we'll see. Maybe sooner.
Mom was saying it just stopped. One of the fans is going in the greenhouse, which means it was warm enough in there that it needed to start. Crazy. I was just watching a video that I did last year this time, and it looks so much drier here now. Way less snow. Mom was just peeking inside the chicken house. This year they're going to try and hatch some eggs, right? From in there? Yeah, so that'll be exciting. When's the last time we got babies?
Oh, I don't remember.
Years ago. Show me. Oh,
Flowers are coming out.
Those guys back there. Bloomed pansy.
We'll go into greenhouse number 1. It's not at all ready for the summer. Nothing is hooked up, so we'll just check and see what it looks like. I worked here a few days ago and I just couldn't handle how there were so many weeds everywhere, so I got a tote full of weeds, but there's more to do. And I'm really excited about the kale coming up. Look over here.
That's crazy.
See right here? We will cut right here, and this is the stuff that was grown last year. So we'll cut right there, and this will just grow into a big bush. And look over there on the stems, how there's green life is happening there. And
Pretty. All the asparagus. Do you just save this whole row for asparagus, like all year round? So nothing else grows in this row besides asparagus?
nothing else. Sometimes I'll put some flowers in there just for the pollinators, like some calendula or marigolds.
You used some of these at dinner last night, right?
I did. Yeah.
Wow. They were yummy.
Yeah, and look at that big head of lettuce that's coming up right here. It's kind of fun. You know,
Wow.
we did nothing for it to grow except for the mama lettuce reseeded from last year, and there's seeds and seedlings coming up, and there's
Hi.
some green lettuce coming up over there too. Do you see it? And of course we do have some patches of dill, and at first we'll love it, and towards the end of the season we hate it because it is everywhere if we don't catch it just in time.
This is something else that pops up earlier than everything else, is the rhubarb. Hopefully we have a good bunch of it this year. We didn't have a good crop of it last year.
In this greenhouse we usually grow tomatoes because it's like the hottest greenhouse, just where it's located. So from last year we just left all the herbs and let them go to seed. So right here we had cilantro, and then we had rosemary there, and we had thyme, and I don't know what was here. It looks like lettuce, and then parsley. But it was kind of fun. Look what happened. It has not happened before, so I wonder if it's because it was a little bit of a not as cold of a winter. But look,
What plant is that?
thyme is coming back up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Not thyme. It's oregano.
Oregano.
Yes.
I don't know my
so
herbs.
good. Well,
It
I know I was
smells
wrong
herby in here.
yes, and I love it because it's so good for you, and it's just an awesome, awesome herb. And then look over here. We have some parsley coming up as well. Look over here, and over here, and over here. Yeah, this year Usually we would put some plywood
Oh
on top
yeah.
of here just to protect these bushes from the snowfall. But this year we decided not to do that, and look at all the new growth that we have. And I do like that. I do like it that they grew better, and I feel like the snowfall from the greenhouse didn't really hurt these plants, but we also didn't have too much snow.
And then this summer, everything that's in these greenhouses and in these outdoor fields will be what we feed our clients at the resort, from like salad greens for salads, lettuce for sandwiches, like anything you can think of that goes into a salad, like tomatoes, side veggies, cucumbers, carrots, what else? Peppers, turnips, jalapenos, radishes, beets, like there's a lot. So it's really fun. And if you're here this summer, more than likely, especially like towards the end of June, beginning of like July is when we start really getting stuff from here, right? Yeah, if you're here sometime after mid-June. It could be earlier this year, yeah. But you'll get a lot of that stuff from here in the garden, which is very exciting. Now that we're finished with our little tour, let's go see what Jared is up to at Goose Camp.
It's the third and final day. We're heading back to Fort Alsworth, but managed to get one duck this morning, and that was a little slow flying today again. But it's been a fun trip and good weather, as you can see. It's been blue sky and sunny every day, but I think we just came a little too early this year. A lot of the birds and geese weren't quite all here yet, I think, but it's alright. Still had fun. Yeah. Some of the guys got some geese last night, so that's all that matters.
Now that we've watched what Jared has done, I have already eaten dinner and I am going to work on this blanket. My goal is to make it through the last of this skein. So, got a movie on Netflix. Let's chug away at this blanket, finish this skein. Can't work on anything else until at least that one skein is done. That was actually really fast. I think I got like maybe 2 rows total. Oh, hello. All my babies are here with me right now. That one's usually outside running around. Yeah, you are. Oh no, she's finally inside. This one, she's been like my heating pad on her belly. She's so funny. I have this yarn for this blanket. This is the fourth skein. This is gonna be a full skein of it, but this is gonna be the 4th one I'm using on this blanket. And I bought 5 total, so I have one that I have not opened yet. That's upstairs. But this was Joanne's yarn, and I'm so glad that I bought extra. I know, I'm so happy I bought extra. A couple of months ago, like beginning of the year when I heard they were first going bankrupt, so I just really wanted to have enough to finish this blanket. But now that my cats are all over me, and this is a gift, we're not gonna work on this one. So I'm gonna work on my king salmon sweater, and we'll see how much we can get done. I can't do this when you're like that. Hi, sweet girl. I wanna see how much I can get done in this movie, so probably not much with them here. Okay, I did go to my parents' house and hang out there for a little bit and did some knitting. This is the progress I made on the sweater. I don't know if you can see much of what was done. Maybe I'll put a clip of what I showed you this morning compared to now. I don't know, maybe. I need to do about 8 inches between under the armpit to where I'm gonna start the ribbing. So we have a little bit to go, but added a good chunk to it today. Even though it is 9 p.m., Jared just sat down for dinner. He has been having a lot of fun at Goose Camp. I'm very excited to have him home tomorrow though. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!